And we'll welcome Jamie Stevens, the partner of Colby Poole, who is the current Australian Open Ladies Champion. How you going, Jamie?
Not bad, but I can't play 9-ball.
But can you play 8-ball? How did you go today in the 8-ball?
Win, so
Your team won?
Yes, we did.
Nice long day for you guys down there too?
It went down the last round as well, which was fun.
Okay.
Make sure it went extra long.
Sounds a little bit like what's going on in here today. 10 a.m. Now 20 past 11. It's a long day, and yep, I'm pretty sure Robby started playing at 10 a.m. this morning, and he's still going.
I heard his name's Robby foldvari.
Well, he's a little slow. We were talking about this earlier, and I don't think he's really taking more than his 45 seconds per shot. It's just that every single shot is about the same, so it makes it seem like he's playing, really slow.
Well, they had a tough yell, and we've just been saying that the 2 ball's really the issue here.
Yeah, it's hard to see from the TV here whether it's on or not. But it makes me think that the way he went for the 1 ball instead of going for a safe, that the 2's got to be very close to being on.
Dave's just checking it out now. He's having a good look. He thinks, if I put the white ball right there, I'll pot it.
That'll be the key, get the white in the right spot.
Camera angle might be a bit deceptive to me. It just doesn't look on at all, but yeah, I think it's on a slight angle, so...
Might be able to kick it in a little, playing with side as well.
It's getting a bit too technical for me.
But once again, white ball placement is the key to that shot.
I actually commentated Benny Noonan playing last time one of these events was on, and
you're a little more sober tonight.
I had a bit of a drink, but I actually I haven't watched it. I can't remember, but I heard there was some comments on Q-Ball TV about the swearing, Karen. I'd just like to say that wasn't me very much. That was more Jake McCartney, the guy with a really massive head. But anyway, if it got people watching it because of the comments made, keep making them, guys. Just keep going. Well, he's definitely not going to be on this team now.
No. He's going to have to attempt a safe. Yeah.
I'm assuming he'll just play a double and run through here. I'm just trying to hide the white behind the 7.
Pots from there?
Pots, so
okay.
He might even get a plant.
Yeah, good shot. It was a smart shot, because if he did pot the 2, who knows whether the cue ball would have ended up for 3. If you can play a jump shot, it's pretty easy jump shot, white to fairway from the 3 ball.
Another shot that I wanted to attempt.
I was trying to teach a few of the girls here this weekend how to do them. They're actually not very difficult to learn. Just got to get the flick of the wrist right. And once you know how to do that, it's all good.
Yeah, it makes the game pretty good to watch. People are jumping balls and pot models and
Yep.
at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah, once you learn how to do it and then you get your accuracy with it right, then you can learn how to screw back and run through and stun the white. And some of the shots that I've seen played overseas by, the guys and girls are best in the world are, quite phenomenal.
He's got out of it, but he's left great.
You'd hope so, yeah. She'd put it in the corner pocket and just stun the white off the side rail, out for the 3. There's no real hard pass to anything. The two looks this stage to be the toughest on the table.
He's really improved a lot in the last couple of years. He's sort of come from nowhere. I mean, he's always been a fairly handy player, but he's obviously shown his versatility. He loves 9-ball. He just got run up in the States.
Yeah, in 2-shot, yeah.
So he's got a bit of everything in his game.
Yeah, he plays snooker as well. pretty simple looking run out from here.
Just want to take this 3 to stun off the side rail. There it is, up for the 4. Another stun.
Yeah,
Pretty much stun all these out.
another stun maybe on the 5, screw back a little for the 6 in the corner, or you could run through, 6 in the centre.
I'll back him to run through, to screw back, only because I know you guys don't like playing a lot in the middle just because they're a bit square a cut in the position of pool table, so you'll probably see the shot you said initially where you just draw off it a bit.
Yeah. Oh no, he's paid for an angle, so he might be looking at screwing off the side rail and coming back and putting the 6 in the same corner pocket as the 5.
This is really, I guess, the key shot now.
It is, yeah. Yeah, you get perfect shape on the 6, it's just stun the 6, stun the 7, stun the 8, land on the 9. Yeah, nice control. You know, feel like us 2-shot pool players, when we look at a shot like that, we're like, ugh.
Yeah, we just in the middle.
Yeah. But when you learn how to play with these bigger balls, those shots become quite easy.
So I guess really, not that it's going to matter too much, but Dave just wants to make sure he gets high on this track so he can stun the bottom rail and make an easy of lines. He's made sure of that for sure.
Stun off the rail. Yeah, pretty easy finish here to go 4-3 up. And all I can say is, come on SA.
Frame 6.
Frame 8.
Frame 8 even. I missed a couple in my sleep.
4-3, Dave Rothall. I think.
Yeah, you're right. He's got nothing in, and the 1 is on. So, once again, it's about 1 ball on the table, and it's 3 this time.
Yeah. From here, it's hard to tell, but we look around the TV screen of the table. Yes, it is on.
You're right, there is a fair bit of room between that black and that 9. So.
And if he lands on the 2 in the right spot.
So they're getting this probably is reasonably just off straight, so they can maybe run through just a little bit. On the 5,
yep.
Just to clear an easy path for the 4 in the middle then.
He's chosen to screw back and try and take the 2 in the centre.
I actually appreciate that shot because I find it really difficult to score the white ball back on the big balls, but then again, I do use an 8-ball key when I play the times though, so.
Well, that'll probably, make a difference. I think a lot of people, when they first start trying to screw back at 9-ball, they try to hit too low on the white. Yes. And you don't have to. Yeah. And 2-shot pool players, when we screw back on, a pool table, we can just jab at the ball and you still screw back. But in 9-ball, we have to, your cue has to follow through. Otherwise, you're not going to get the white moving. And we've got a thin cut on the 2 into the centre. Maybe be able to check up the white off the side to come back inside the 5. I don't know. Yeah, he's played it very well. So it looked like the cue ball's going to run into the 8, but he's looking on, get the angle to take the 4 in the centre.
I just wonder if he actually just, he's definitely going to make the bottom thin, which will pull the white, place, he can pull the white up the table, so like the centre of the table, and
yeah.
He's not doing that because he doesn't reason another.
I think he looked like he was trying to take it slow and just kiss into the 8 and hold it for the 4 in the centre. hard to tell from this angle what's how much of the 80 is going to hit. It's hard to tell from here if he's got a shot on the 4, but in centre, he's lining it up, so checking it out.
Yeah, I think it does.
He's got a bank shot if nothing else, but I would think so. Oh, yeah, it was gone quite easily. Yeah, still has a shot, but now it's, every time, every shot that you're out, a little bit, the next shot you're out a bit further and a bit further again, and by the time you get to the 9. Maybe not in the final of an Australian title. He's on the 5 in the corner. And for someone of Robbie's ability, that's really not a hard shot. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Yeah. If he really doesn't like taking the centre, you can take it down to the corner pocket as well. And hold the white, get underneath the 9. Yeah. Yeah. You'd be trying to get straight on the 8 and take it down either corner pocket. Yeah. So now we'll cut the 7 in and with some left hand side, come down the table, probably hit the top rail and bounce back up. Every 9-ball player will probably play with left hand side. You can go either way. It looks like what he's gonna. It's hard to see, but it's just a lot easier to control it if you're playing it. So. Yeah. No, he played it that way, and he's undercooked it. Yeah. 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 No. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, a snooker pool, you a lot of stun and screw back shots, whereas 9-ball is done run throughs and using the angles and the cushions to get your white where you want it. Yes. I'm not sure if Dave was speaking to Robin earlier. We're not sure if he was questioning the time that Robbie had been taken. Oh. Yeah. 5-3, maybe, I think. You know what? I think this frame's taken so long, I've really forgotten what the score was. He actually has a good decision to make. I think he needs to take it down the end, or he can put it inside. Yeah, no, he's aiming low, so that's looks like what he's doing. Yeah. Fraction far, but it shouldn't be a problem. I don't think you'll see any layering up from either of these two players tonight. That's for sure.
And I'm back, guys. Is the score for 5 racks to 3 in favour of Rothall?
5-3 to Dave, and he just punished that break. Absolutely punished it, and he's fat on the one.
It's awesome. He's been using a real control break the entire tournament, where he's trying to make those wing balls and just bring the white ball back and get a shot on the one in the corner. And he's doing it almost every time. He was trying to teach me that break a few weeks ago, and I couldn't nail it.
I've not played much 9-ball, but watching Kobe play and watching some of these guys play, it's obviously like all these players, snooker the breaks the most important shot playing.
Oh, it can set you up. It can really set you up for the whole rack. And a bad break and giving an opponent of the caliber of foldvari is devastating. If you bad break and you scratch, it's really hard at this level. You guys just won the Nationals, am I right? Well, even SA has also got great marble players to the tune of Phil Riley and Alec Veniadis, Jason Ahmed. There's a lot of really good players in. And of course Victor Lahanti. James Lahanti as well. Sorry. This is what David did to a lot of players today, and so did Robbie. David has the ability to string rack after rack together and sit the person down for 10-15 minutes without them having an opportunity at the table. And that's what you have to do to beat a guy like Robbie. Sit him down and keep him away from the table, because when he's on, he doesn't miss either. Yeah, this game is a lot to do with rhythm and tempo. As you know, you're a quality two-shot player, and you know as well as anyone that when you're in the flow and you're shooting. By the way, you don't know this, but I was downstairs watching you shoot tonight. Sorry? I was downstairs watching you shoot tonight. I watched one rack where you overscrewed the ball a little bit, but still I saw you playing, and you played really nice. Wow.
Sometimes it goes that way.
Yeah. Well, it's also good that you're commentating with me on this match, because I like to hear the two-shot perspective, and I'm one of the very few players that doesn't, I don't rate one game over the other. I have a lot of respect for both games. And I really enjoyed watching you guys play two-shot, because I love the strategy involved and the skill involved. It's a real difficult game to play.
It is. I actually wouldn't mind playing a bit more of it, to be honest. But in Ballarat, this is what
Colby told me this. There's no 9-ball tables there.
No 9-ball table in Ballarat. If anyone's out there having a listen, if it's in the back of the bloody shed. Let us know, and we'll have her around there and have a hit because Robbie really wants to do well in Lyndall. She wants to succeed.
She played extremely well, Jamie. She has a fantastic mental game and a lot of experience playing Q sports, and making the decisions and getting down and executing a shot is a big part of the match of winning tournaments. She really played very well. I was impressed. Yeah.
Especially, like I said, she doesn't get much of an opportunity to play. Her practice yesterday.
Wow. Awesome. Smattering applause, but that was a great shot. Well done, David. Another break and run. Ben Unit, he was beaten by two players. Who knocked him out first? I know he was beaten by Lukov in the loser side. And Lukov also beat Lewis Kondo on the loser side as well. But in the winner's side, it might have been Foldvari. Oh, actually, sorry, it was Robin Beggs who beat Benny in the winner's bracket, and Lukov beat him in the loser side. So, sorry for cutting you off there, Jamie. Yeah. Well, it's always favourable not to do a push-up because whenever you give your opponent a choice, you're always at a disadvantage. So if you can kick at this ball off the bottom rail and kick safe, it's probably a better option. But and if it does push, I don't see a really good place to push here because Rothall there's a wall of balls there. The 7, 2 and the 4 are a really big target for Rothall to play a great safety. So I look for him probably to jump the ball here or swerve kick shot. He may snooker him, yeah. So if he pushes anywhere and around the table, Rothall, such a good kicker, such a good safety player, he will wedge that wipe behind those three balls. And I believe Foldvari knows this, so I look to see him get out his jump cue here and possibly jump at this ball. Or, like I said, there's also a kick safe from the bottom rail, what we call the end rail in 9-ball, where he could possibly kick off the bottom rail and slice, just come off the side of the 1 and send the white up towards the black ball. But I think the jump shot's probably the safer option here. Well, yeah, but there's no jump shot in two shot, is there? No.
I would have thought a jump shot, the gap between the balls roughly the same would be difficult. I would have thought the jump shot if the ball was like a foot away from the
Yeah. Well, the difficult thing about playing a jump shot here is that the 1 ball is wedged against the rail. Whenever you're jumping a ball and the ball's wedged against the rail, there's a very good chance that you're going to hit that ball and fling the white ball right off the table. So, yeah, he's going to be very careful. If he does decide to jump, he's going to use the right pace here. And it's not a hard jump, it's going to have to be a soft jump.
Both players are actually not at the table at the moment, so I'm not sure what's going on.
No, they've taken a bathroom break, both of them have. Robbie looked at the shot, thought it was too hard, and he said he don't need to go to the bathroom. I shit you not, that's exactly what happened.
I think he's up time so far. 10 minutes.
He's up against it at the moment, so I think he's feeling it just need a little bit of a break.
He's just coming back now.
I suspect he's going to be up the left-hand side on this and flip the 1. And, well, the problem with that is he might lose the cue ball.
Is this going to be a race to 11?
Race to 10. 7-4 at the moment, isn't it?
I just think if he actually plays a shot...
7-4? I thought it was 5-3.
No, it's 6-3.
I'm going to go confirm it. I'll be back in there.
I'm sure it's 6-3.
He's 3 frames clear. I thought it was 7-4.
The shot you just said where he might flick it,
Off the back rail.
Because it's going to be hitting the yellow a little bit, there's a chance to actually... The white's a chance to clear into that little wall.
Yeah, that's right. Well, I don't know whether it's a problem or whether it's good. Maybe you can put a snooker in there.
He's playing a push out. So he doesn't like this shot, so he's just said, hey, well, you know what? I'd like to play for me, and where I had it, you can make a choice.
The frame score is 6 racks to 3. Did you see that interesting shot? He just played a push out and letting his opponent to make the decision what to do.
Well, I think Dave's got enough to double out the table and get a snooker behind him. So I cannot see him sending that.
Well, the question is whether he can see enough of it. I think he can see maybe, quarter ball, half ball max?
I reckon he can see at least half ball. And I think he'll go for this. I don't think there's any question about it. I just think he's getting ready to play it. That's coming from someone that doesn't know anything about 9 balls, so don't listen to me.
I have a question for you. If you're going to send a 3-time world billiard champion into this kind of shot, would you really want to do that? Because you know he's got something in mind with the push. Well, let's see what Rothall's going to come up with here.
He can hit a lot of this.
He's left it on.
Six racks to 3. It was a tough safety shot though, and foldvari put the ball there for a reason. It could also be, there's also in 9 ball, there's also a type of also like bluffing. You push the ball there, acting like you know what to do. The opponent comes in, thinks, oh, this guy, I can't put him back in again, and then he shoots at it, messes it up. It's kind of like it's called a bluff kick, bluff push. You can push it. You can.
It's like me trying to two-shot and saying, well, you know what, I'm going to hit it there and just play it safe, pretending that, I don't really want to.
Yeah.
It just doesn't work that way. People should be good enough to know what to do, what to take, what not to take.
I've seen Nick Varner, who's a 2-time world champion at 9 ball, play a safety shot against world number 1 Mika Immonen. A push shot. He pushed the white ball somewhere, and then the commentators were like, well, there's nothing this guy can do, nothing Mika Immonen to do, he should give it back. Mika Immonen gives it back. Nick Varner plays a safety shot, banking the 1 ball into 2 other balls and landing it completely safe behind the 9. And then the commentator said he just schooled everyone.
That's a bit opposite.
Yeah, well, that was a bluff. Yeah, maybe he tried to force Rothall into taking that shot on because it was a tough save.
Maybe had something in mind himself.
Well, foldvari, no one in this room knows what foldvari knows, but foldvari, the 3-time world billiard champion, is going to know a lot more about kicking and safetying than any one of us here.
Well, I think that too.
Rothall really needs to figure out a way to hit this 2 ball. Tie up a couple balls.
That's what I was thinking. If you can't guarantee a hit on the 2, he's going to tie up the 9, I think.
Well, I'm just looking at that. Really the only ball he's going to do is the 6. And that's actually really do. Maybe not.
If he can push the 7 ball over the 3, he kills the 3 ball. And when you haven't got a really good kick shot, kick shots when you try and get out of a snooker and you hit the ball. If you feel like you can't hit it, the best thing to do is type of colour balls, which I think he's going to do that now. Try and kill the 3 ball, putting the 7 ball in front of the 3. You put it behind the 3. He tried to do something. I mean, it was a very tough kick. There was no real out there. Again, like I said in the beginning of this match, we're seeing world-class safety from both these players. And safety, really good safety, wins you matches, frames and matches. And another thing as well, when you're watching quality players, there's always a lot of safety, usually a lot of safety early in the rack, until they get a ball in hand and run out.
I'd just like to also point out that I'm actually really retarded because I still play the 2 on the 8-player plan when that is actually probably the most ridiculous shot I've ever had in my life. A lot warriors right now. So yeah, I'm a retard.
Yeah, but you're still a champion player, man. You've won a lot of stuff.
So that all that crap I spouted earlier about good players should know what they're talking about, well, that's just bullshit.
He's looking to run the balls here, and really, I don't see a problem at all. Usually in a run-out, there's usually a key shot where there's a difficult positional shot to play for position, and
Well, I'll tell you what.
the balls really lead. Yeah, the balls really lead one to another. 3 to 4 probably is the hardest shot to play at the moment, and 5 leads to the 6. 6 to 7 could be challenging.
Yeah, if he gets 2 straight on the 6 and has to force it, that's where he might have a problem. But it looks unlikely. He's too good for that, particularly given where the 5 is.
5 allows to get nicely on the 6 ball.
I'll tell you just stand for the left-hand side.
called that well, man.
Something I've noticed about Robbie, I haven't watched much of him play. This is probably the second time I watched him play AQ sport. He actually real tilt of his head to one side, which means he's got a very dominant eye.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of players do. Nothing wrong with it, of course. But, if you're ever wondering why people do have their head tilted and stuff like that, it's always because they favour one eye to the other, so it makes a massive difference. If he probably has his head straight, he probably doesn't sight the ball properly, but he misses balls. So if you're out there playing shots and missing balls and wondering why, maybe you need to find out which your master eye is and work it.
And especially if you're missing balls to one particular side of the pocket, that's usually an indication that you have eye dominancy, and you've got to really figure that out. It's actually a simple test to do to figure out eye dominancy. You can simply point with your hand towards a piece of chalk on the end of the table, and close your left eye. And if you're still looking at that piece of chalk, then your right eye dominant. And if you close your right eye and you're looking at the chalk, then your left eye dominant. If you close both eyes, you can't see anything. Then that's normal.
To simplify that, basically, if your finger doesn't move pointing at the chalk on one eye, but it does on the other, the one where it doesn't move is your dominant eye. Most people.
Yep.
Most people that don't are left-handed, and they should be playing game. Many left-handers should have been shot in the sheets.
What I want to know is, if you don't have a dominant eye, what happens to that chalk test then? Are you pointing at it both times, or are you not pointing at it both times?
No, if you point at it both and you close both eyes and the chalk doesn't move for either eye, then you should be sighting the ball straight.
Oh, so it doesn't move?
Straight.
So it's the same both eyes, is it? Like you're still pointing at it, are you?
You'd be a little bit off on one side, a little bit off on the other side, equal amounts.
Huh.
Like me personally, I actually have a weak right eye, as in I'm short-sighted my right eye, but my right eye is also my dominant eye, so it's very lucky that I'm not a clay pigeon shooter.
Well, the Robbie's in short. He gave himself plenty of angles so he can bounce the white ball off. I've seen these balls drawed a lot this weekend. Ooh. That's the new cloth. That's the new Simonis 860 cloth. That ball went straight in.
Just like to say too, folks, that wouldn't have gone on an 8-ball table.
That's true. And also on a couple of other tables in this room, that ball wouldn't have gone in, but it did in this table. And now he's got a to get this ball in, and he's got automatic position on the black. Anyone on the table is on. And the score was 6-3. I looked for it to be 6-4 in just a couple of moments. Well, actually, maybe in about 10 minutes. Sorry, Robbie, I had to have a go there.
Very lovely shaped cranium, I must say, too. I'm a big fan of the ball people, being one myself. More power to them, I reckon.
Well, they're more aerodynamic, when they get down the shot. The wind resistance doesn't affect it. When you have hair, there's a slight wind resistance, it can affect your game.
Especially in an indoor sport. Well, he's just not going to make an error here. This is definitely going to be sad.
Yeah, I'm not expecting any mental errors from Robbie at all. He's just going to get down there.
He's almost butchered that.
But still,
went to Bunnings and purchased an axe and picked that up.
he's still fine. He can just get this ball in. Nothing fancy here. Just roll this ball in. I was going to say I like playing this a little bit of top usually. That's what he's doing here.
Why is that?
It just makes the ball come off the rail thinner, and allows you to strike the 9-ball. It just makes the pot a lot easier.
Alright, frame, what are we at? 10, 11? 6-4 is the score to Dave.
I don't think the break's working for either player at the moment, really.
Well, I've only been here a few frames. Dave did get a break and clear. I think first frame he broke, but then he broke his eye this following one.
Yeah, his break was a lot more devastating earlier on in the day against other players. What's your name, mate?
Jamie.
Geoff, mate. My name's Geoff.
Oh, your name's Jamie.
Do you think you'll try to put the 1 and try to clip the 9 for a bit of fun?
actually suggested that earlier, and I got abused for that. No, not really.
Well, you know, if he clips the 9, he'll be up for the 2 anyway. But it's a bit of a dangerous shot, isn't it?
Well,
And he's not a dangerous player.
If he plays a playing ball, he's just going to can it in the 7. He's not really going to have a super shot on the 2 anyway, unless he hits it on the right side, and then he can play the 2 in the where he's armed.
He's definitely going for the pot.
Well, you're right, he has played for that. I don't put too much emphasis on it.
He'd be disappointed with that.
Well, he's not going to be out. Dave, I think you should rub yourself off your own Christmas card list for that shot. So as usual, Robbie decides to take his time and have a good look at the situation. Well, there's another surprising miss. And the balls just keep getting left slightly awkward.
Well, these boys don't miss very often.
I have to make an official announcement. I've just been notified that the next 9-ball event that I'm available to playing, I'll be sponsored because I'm fucking awesome.
Was that sponsorship from Cue Ball TV?
Yes, my entry will be sponsored because apparently I will carve it up.
Great.
But, don't believe the hype. This has actually been so far the worst frame by a mile that I've seen, and probably will be the worst frame that we'll see.
I don't know if Rothall was actually going for that initial pot, but I know he was definitely going for this pot. Well, it's at a critical point in the match. The score is now 6 racks to 4. And if Robbie wins this rack, he goes within 1 of being next to Rothall. If Rothall wins this rack, he goes 3 up again. So this is what I call those double racks.
What is it race to?
Race to 10.
We should be finished. If Robbie gets a bit of table time, we should be finished by 4 a.m.
What time is it now?
About
Midnight.
Robbie probably hate me. He's never met me in his life. And he's probably new I'm only mucking around with you, mate. Everyone cops when I commentate.
Glad you're not commentating one of my matches.
Hopefully you'll get some.
Hopefully I will.
So
If I make a final sometime this century.
If I was ever to get on TV in 9-ball, I'm sure I'd cop it too. No one will ever forget Benny Newman and his T-Town shirt that he wore. I bet you that's been burnt.
I commentated on that match with you. Well, after you guys did. You guys opened that match. I did the second half, and I have to say that was a pretty good shirt he was wearing that day.
It was not in his top 5 best clothes.
That was so funny. I remember being at home, laying on my couch half asleep, listening to you, and what was that guy's name? Jay, and taking out his shirt. I couldn't stop laughing. And I love that because, well, especially when you're commentating on a match that's, a little bit slower paced like this one here. It's good to have some humour.
So I'll tell you what's funny is Jake is a freak of the game, right? He's a brilliant player.
I've heard. Ooh, that's an error. That is a big error.
I think he would carve it up if he played 9-ball.
Yeah.
He would be very good. Once he picked it
I tell you, Jamie, every two-shot player that I've seen come over does extremely well in 9-ball. Because the skill you need to play two-shot, you need a lot of skill. You need excellent cueing, great strategy, and that's what you need 9-ball as well. The only thing I feel sometimes a two-shot player needs to adapt to 9-ball and just learn how to learn how to use the rails more.
Yeah,
That's what I feel is. Yeah, that's what I feel is. Two-shot players need to work on. But once the fundamentals are the same. Cueing the ball, same. Being accurate, putting the ball, same. And I feel actually two-shot players are really accurate. Whenever I see them come over, they shoot the balls really well. They don't have a problem potting the balls. Now, these buckets must feel like buckets for you guys.
It's not the potting that is the issue. It's just the Mavros clock and what.
And the pattern play.
I just watch some of these safety shots and the guys play, and I just don't think of them. And tactically, in netball, I actually practice that fairly well. But it's a very different flavour.
Well, in all fairness, though, in 9-ball, there's only one ball that's ever on. So it could be easier to play safety when you've only got one ball to cover from. In 8-ball, you've got a lot of different balls you have to protect from.
Yeah, that's very, very true.
I actually favour him to kick this ball in.
Yeah, I do too.
That's a big ball. It's almost doubled by the fact it's next to the rail. It didn't even need the rail. Wow. Fantastic shot.
Oh, do you just get on
On the 4-ball perfect as well.
I'm thinking that bottom.
I think he's a little bit low on the 4, so he may have to go down a couple of rails and out for the 5. Or if he hasn't got much angle, he might just play top right hand spin, just land on the 5. I've seen him give himself some long shots. He really backs his potting.
Well, he's a snooker player as well, so there is a small. I don't think really play as much on any sort of ball. I think he plays very good late ball, so we can find small in this. So
Is there anything this guy can't do well?
that's the shot I actually.
Yeah.
That's probably the way to do it, but.
That's the initial shot I mentioned he'd play. Natural 2 rail, bit of bottom left. That's a good shot. And now he's in line again. Again, a mark of a great player is being able to play those recovery shots. See, he snookered himself. There was no sign of emotion. He didn't slam his hand on the table and get angry. He just thought, okay, I snookered myself on the 3. I'm going to kick at this and get it in. And he executed it perfectly. The guy's in line again.
So this shot here, you can't just roll this in, can you? Because the white ball's just traveling. So you've got to actually play a little stun run.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Once again, these are the shots I actually personally don't find really easy. It's just a knowledge thing because the white ball's larger. So I actually really keen to watch people play this shot just to see what they do.
Even there's another shot he can play. If he wants to, he can just stop the white ball there and come and land a little bit higher on the 6 and come 3 rails to the 7. It's a natural angle. But obviously, with his background, he's going to go forward a little bit. Just a slow roll.
Oh, he has rolled it.
Yeah, beautiful.
Well, it looks to me like
He's a bit thin.
so now when he runs this down, I guess once again, heavier wide, it's probably going to run through straight. So these are all of the things that
He's going to be running towards the 7s. He has to change the angle. And the 7, the middle pockets on these tables are surprisingly really large, Jamie. I was surprised how big these middle pockets are. So you can squeeze the angles a little bit more.
what about playing? What
Yeah.
about playing to the top corner?
Yeah, you can do that.
There's definitely no danger for that. Oh, if it goes the other corner, there's no problem.
I think just go across her. No, that's the shot.
White ball is
Now, has he?
great though.
Isn't it amazing? You can make the ball travel so far and let dead straight on the ball. Yeah. But even if it's straight, you can still screw back with a bit of reverse screw.
Touch it right inside.
Tell you what, we're all getting a little bit flat here in the commentary. It's a long match, been a long day. To get some excitement going.
Well, I didn't want to layer up too much because, like I said, there's a bit of abuse in the forums last
But you
night.
know, I loved your commentating, man. It reminded me of once we had Phil Riley and Alec Vernialis commentating in Australian 9-ball 2009, and they were absolutely blind drunk, and it was so funny. I was in stitches.
He's actually played that
Superbly.
absolutely.
Perfect. I hate this guy. He's too bloody good. He's too good.
Dave's really hating him right at the moment too because his lead's getting evaporated.
An average 9-ball player wouldn't play that shot. It requires too much accuracy. I reckon they'd leave it up the table and come off a few rails, don't you think, Barry?
Yeah, he could have just come back and taken a longer 8-ball. Because, see, he was coming across the line here for the black, but...
I'm an average 9-ball player, not I probably would have screwed him off the corner.
Well, with this 9 ball, the score will be 6 frames to 5 in favour of the Roth. But foldvari is on the charge.